What's going on, people? Happy holidays. I'm actually headed to Bloomington, Indiana. I'm 20 miles outside of Bloomington, Indiana. This is the birthplace of Kappa Alpha Psi. The frat's so nice they named it twice. Phi Nu Pi, as you would. It was started by 10 gentlemen, 11. Technically, Frank Summers, the brother that never actually made it into the frat. He was a track extraordinaire, very fast, very gifted athlete. But he's still regarded as being in the hallowed halls of our noble clan of Kappa Alpha Psi, Phi Nu Pi, just because of his connection to the fraternity. But that's another story for another time. It was founded by 10 gentlemen. The primary founder was Elder Watson Diggs, affectionately known as the Dreamer. You gotta do that, gotta give that man his respect. He was the visionary. It was 1911, January 5th, when we were actually founded, but the brothers were hanging out quite some time before then, and it was basically, think about it, 1900s, early 1900s, 1910, 1909, 1910, 1911. Think about that era. Think about African Americans trying to get educated, strong, powerful black men, about achievement, about going forward and making something of their lives. So naturally they weren't really received well on campus, and that's actually a lot of times it's called hazing, but the semblance of the pledge process is to put you what your founders went through. That's why at some point in time some people get carried away with it, but you have to take into consideration these men were beat because people didn't want them to go to class. They couldn't walk on grass, they couldn't ride the bus, they couldn't talk to anyone because the Caucasian people really didn't associate with them. The other people that were matriculating, were going to this educational institution, they just really didn't associate with them. So they could only speak to themselves. That's all they had. In the cafeteria, there were, they really were treated horribly and really set in one particular place because, colored set in one section. We're talking 1911. I attended the University of Georgia, and we didn't even get integrated until, 1960? Charlene, Hunter Galt, and Hamilton Holmes. I mean, what they must have gone through, that was the 60s, right? Yeah. So it wasn't 1911, I'll tell you that much. So anyway, these brothers really endured a lot of hardship while they were going through trying to get an education. I really appreciate what they went through because some of our members, such as the late great Johnny Cochran, Gail Sayers, just prominent gentlemen in business and sports are athletes and professionals that are doctors, that are lawyers, that are educators. It's just it really is if you get a chance just to see. But I mentioned Johnny Cochran in particular because, of course, my gravitation towards the legal field. We've also got Congressman Sanford Bishop. We've got as you go down and you look from along the lines of those in sports and those in medicine and those in entertainment, Cedric the Entertainer, speaking of which, that are just good brothers, that are good educated brothers, and that have made the most of their life, and it's allowed me to make the most of my life as well. So I'm really thankful for that opportunity to have been a part of such a great organization and to continue to be a part of such a great organization. And it's going to grow. We've been around since 1911. We're coming up on our 100-year anniversary. 100 years of gloriousness. This is the 99th year, January 5th, because it's December 24th, 2009. So we're coming up on 99. So this is really going to be a 100-year tribute that you're never going to forget. Yo, baby, yo. Yeah!